So, just to follow up to my last recording, yeah. So, true perfection has to be imperfect. That's a quote. Um, it's the thing of yeah, you should always work on trying to be better. You know. Um, don't settle on how good you are. Always work on being better. Um, there's always room for improvement, and even if it's unrealistic for you to become as good as you want to be, you still gotta make the effort to be that good. You know, because it's pathetic to not even try. Um, being just happy though is great too. But like I say, it's I tend to just um I'm a pretty weird person, and the way I go about things is I'm stubborn on going about things the way I go about them, and I call it my happiness. That's the way I can be happy. I'm a very complicated person. I don't know how other people experience in life. Like, I don't know if other people are happy or sad, but because I can't speak for them because I'm not them. But I know I've been in a really dark place before, and I don't want to get like that again. Um, don't want to get like that again. You got to be happy. You got to enjoy your life. There's a lot of value for that. People take happiness for granted. You shouldn't take happiness for granted. It's a very dangerous thing to take happiness for granted because it's I guess you're going into the unknown, venturing into the unknown, and in the unknown you don't know what you're gonna find. You could find something good, but I just get the impression that I probably wouldn't. It's one of these things that's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. If you're happy already, to go in the direction of doing something that's gonna make you sad and miserable is just very foolish. It's happiness is one of these things that, like, I think I get the I a lot of the time I try. I mean, I walk through life, and I think a lot of people do this. I don't know. Probably do. They probably do. You feel like you're superhuman, and you can fundamentally take anything that life throws at you. And what's gonna happen is, if you have that way of thinking, you're probably gonna get into a lot of fights. You're probably gonna end up doing drugs and doing things you shouldn't do, trying to be a tough guy. you know People walk around trying to be superhuman, whereas when the fact of the matter is they are human. We're all human. You can try to be superhuman, but what you're gonna find is that's just a very dangerous path. It's if you take happiness for granted, and you feel like you can do anything, and it's not gonna touch you, that's just a very dangerous way of thinking. And people will try and you know get you to do this stuff. They'll try and, like, wake you up, if you want to call it that. I don't know. It's not really waking up. I mean, they're trying to push your buttons, and say, oh, you're scared, you're a faggot, whatever. They'll say this kind of stuff so you freak out and you end up becoming insane and crazy. And I'm not saying that I know whether the guy who's insane, who freaks out, who's getting his buttons pushed by other people saying stuff like, you're a faggot, you're scared, you're a pussy. If that guy ends up getting angry and becoming insane, I'm not saying that guy isn't necessarily sad. I don't know, because I'm not that guy, right? I'm not that guy. But at the same time, I can't speak for him, But I mean, I just know that, where I'm at right now, I'm happy where I'm at right now. And a big thought in my mind is like, why would you do that? Why would you you know, if people are trying to push your buttons and you react, and they say like, oh, you're scared, you're a faggot and everything, and you become insane and angry and hateful, and I don't know, you end up looking like someone like Marilyn Manson or something, or some sort of like uh you know, scary um guy who goes around like psychopath or some shit like that, um it's like I can't speak for that guy because I'm not him, but I feel that it's a very dangerous path, and firstly you're probably getting yourself into jail anyway if you become like that. But it's just, I don't know, I mean, call me stupid or whatever, but I just get the impression that if you're gonna walk around, you know, being a complete psychopath and, being fucking angry at everyone and fucking scaring the shit out of everybody, yelling in their faces and beating the shit out of people and killing people, I don't think that's a very happy life. Call me stupid, but I don't think that's a very happy life. You know, I don't think that's the, you know, and these people. Like, I live with someone who actually says like he thinks psychopaths are smart, and I understand. Just because you think you're smart doesn't mean you are actually smart. And I don't really buy that psychopaths are smart, to be honest with you. Um, like I said, just because you believe that you're smart, it doesn't mean that you are, right? Um, and it's a thing of, just because you believe something doesn't mean it's true. So I feel like, you can go in the direction of, um, taking happiness for granted, and go in the direction of fundamentally becoming insane, you know. But it's a very dangerous path, and I'm not telling you what to do. If you want to do it, go for it. I'm not telling people to go kill people. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that if you want to go in the direction of being, you know, a psychopath. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life. I mean, I'm not telling these people, you know, it's like, I mean, I'm just throwing these ideas out there. What people do. I mean, it's none of my business what people do. I mean, um, um, I'm not encouraging people to be psychopaths, but I'm just saying, I mean, like, whatever I say to somebody, you can be a psychopath or whatever. It's like, I don't have that much control over people. You know what I mean? Like, people are gonna do what they're gonna do. What I say. If what I'm saying is going to affect people to the point where they're gonna end up doing stupid shit, I mean, I can't really be taking responsibility. I can't really be to blame for that, because at the end of the day, it's not. People need to control themselves. I mean, if you're gonna react to somebody, telling you to be a psychopath, then you've probably got issues yourself. Do you know what I mean? If you're that weak-minded, Um, but yeah, that's all I really wanted to say about happiness. Like, I mean, I'd say don't take happiness for granted. You know, like I say, do what you want, but um, don't take happiness for granted. And at the end of the day, if you feel like in order to become someone like Kurt Cobain, a vocalist as good as him, if you've got to take happiness for granted, if that's what you got to do, you can go in that direction of fundamentally doing that. But at the same time, it's I mean, I I don't take happiness for granted, and I think it's foolish to do that. I just feel like, I don't know, I don't know. I don't this to sound defeatist or anything, but I just feel that there's kind of a point where you can try and be like Kurt Cobain or whatever, or be the best, and you can try and um make your dreams come true and be the best version of yourself, be a better version of yourself, be better at what you do, which is like for me in my case is music. I can work on being a better singer, being a better screamer, but I also feel that the problem is basically that I feel that it's kind of I kind of I guess maybe I have fear of failure. I think I do have fear of failure. It's I know it's stupid, but I just feel like it's this thing of just like I don't know. I just feel like if I could if I'm gonna do something which could make me sad and miserable and depressed, if I just like say, okay, I'm gonna take happiness for granted, and become insane or whatever, I feel like you can do that and it's like, oh yeah, maybe you'll end up singing as good as Kurt Cobain, you know. But then you could also go in that direction and just being a piece of shit, you know. You can go in that direction and just fucking failing, you know. But I don't want to like I don't want to say don't try, because I mean I respect somebody who's trying, but at the same time it's very stupid as well. I mean um, if you're really smart, you'll understand the stupidity of it all. You'll understand like how it's stupid to try and be smart. Like a thought, yeah. A thought that you think is a really smart thought is actually a very stupid thought. But that's all I want to say. All right.